In this next segment, I want to talk about scientific journals, and there are thousands of them delivering millions of papers by millions of researchers. These journals, as we're going to see, that we want to be talking about and want to engage with are peer-reviewed, where they have been looked at by experts in the field. I'll come to describe more of that in just a moment. The very first peer-reviewed journal was the Journal of the Chemical Society in the UK, and it still is an excellent journal. It was started in 1843, or 1841, 1843 for the peer-reviewed part. In 1841, people were working with naturally occurring materials because synthetic chemistry had not really been born at that time. And this particular paper was on the product of the distillation of meconic acid. And it is from the poppy plant, it's specifically from opium, and it was on that particular molecule, which is not physiologically active, but it's what people were looking at overall. One of the earlier papers in the 1840s was on the deposits of the crystalline phosphate of lime that occurred in human urine. And people were looking at what products, particularly from people, fecal material, urine, they would study what molecules were in those substances. Well, all of this leads to a variety of types of publications. There are journals, of course, and we're going to look at the sub-part of those journals. There are also books and reviews. Books and reviews really aren't the primary literature. They are summaries of what has gone on in the primary literature, but the primary literature really are composed of full papers, notes, and communications. Full papers are what they sound like, a full-blown set of publication, a full publication with all of the recipes and details. Notes are, I guess you could call them short full papers because they often have recipes. They're just a small observation, a little less important. And the third kind of publication is what's called a communication. And the communication is that kind of paper that was published by Watson and Crick. It's it's available for rapid communication. It doesn't take as long to be reviewed in the peer-reviewed process, and I'm going to go into the peer-reviewed process in some detail in this next short segment.